Yep, it never, ever ends with this shit. This is not a joke. This is a legitimate part 4 on why the YWC/YWC sucks! No, cut the music! Cut the motherfucking music! Alright, I legitimately thought of more reasons. Now, it is only 2 reasons, so hopefully I can get through this a lot quicker than the other ones, if I can just get to the fucking point. But, yeah, I was wondering, well, it's only 2 reasons, maybe I should combine it with another topic video, split it in half, do the first part on the reasons why the YWC sucks, and then... But you know what, fuck it, I'm thinking that as long as I come up with reasons, I'll just make this a video series. So, as far as I can tell, this will be the final part, unless I come up with more reasons later. So don't expect a part 5 and beyond, but don't be surprised if there's a part 5 or beyond on why the YWC/IWC whatever sucks. Okay? So yeah, I actually thought of more reasons, okay? I swear to God, I did the one video, it was so long, it had to be split up into 2 parts, and that was it. Then I thought of more reasons, and that was part 3, and now I've thought of even more, and I have to say it because, well, I forgot. So, without further ado... Oh, and by the way, just in case, if you wonder, do I ever change out of these clothes? I purposefully put on the same Iron Maiden shirt and same flannel shirt and have like the same background for all these videos. The whole like IWC YWC Sucks ones, okay? So yes, I change out of these clothes, I wash them, I just purposely put them on for these videos. Now, let's move on with part 4 on why the YWC/IWC fucking sucks! This is absolutely true. These fans, the IWC, YWC, the Smarks, the hardcore fans, whatever you want to call them, legitimately wish harm or even death upon wrestlers they don't like. I have never heard anyone who shares like the same like mentality as me, I guess you can call them anti-smarks, whatever, but the same like mentality as me and viewpoints, ever say that we wish that AJ Styles or Sami Zayn or Finn Balor get hurt or die. When the whole, okay, so for years, when like the IWC and all that began, you had for years people wishing that John Cena would just get like injured badly, would get crippled, or even die. And I'll be honest, when wrestling started getting bad, I was one of those people too. I'm like, God damn it, I hope Cena gets a fucking bullet in his head. After a while, I figured out how sick and disturbing that was. So now, the most I wish for Cena, besides just him to leave, is I either A, hope he stubs his toe, B, gets massive diarrhea before a match, or C, just has a really bad day. But it's not just Cena anymore. These people legitimately, it goes beyond just hate. They wish harm and even death upon the likes of like Roman Reigns or Eva Marie. You don't like them, fine, whatever. Don't sit there though and type a comment saying like, I hope Eva Marie gets fucking breast cancer. Cause she's a cancer to wrestling. I hope Roman Reigns breaks his fucking neck. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't like the guys wrestling. Big fucking deal. Again, people like me, we don't sit here and say we hope The Miz or Finn Balor or Sami Zayn gets crippled or dies. Some people like to joke. I know I bring them up a lot, and yes, I am a fan of them. But the Smarkbusters exaggerate their personalities a bit. They don't have gimmicks, though, because, you know, that'd be fucking dumb. but they exaggerate their personalities a bit for the sake of comedy, for the sake of jokes, and they'll say that they want Sami Zayn or Dolph Ziggler to get killed. But again, it's all for jokes. They've even admitted that they don't actually hate the people, they just hate the wrestlers. And that it's all just jokes in poor taste. So if you're doing that, that's fine. But no, these people are not. I am 110% sure, because it is clear as day. They are not joking. Whenever they talk about like a Roman Reigns or an Eva Marie, they legitimately wish harm or even death upon them. All because they don't like their fucking wrestling. Well, boo-hoo, you fucking crybabies! It's just sickening. You don't like the guy, so you want him to die or get crippled or catch a disease or something? Unfucking believable. I don't even really need to go any more detail about this. It's just sickening. These people, they don't like Roman Reigns or Eva Marie or anyone else like that, so they legitimately hope they get injured and can't wrestle anymore. Or that they hope they fucking die. I may make a lot of jokes about that overrated New Japan wrestler, Masawa, but I don't sit here and say I'm happy that he fucking died, even though I hate all his fans. So, yeah, it's just sickening. These people legitimately hope that that wrestlers that they don't like get crippled or even die. I'm already beating a dead horse right now, so let's move on to an even bigger and worse topic. It seems to be that whenever I forget a certain topic, or a few, there's always that one that's a big one that really makes me have to make another part. Okay? It was in normally it's the one I save for last. And this is it here. These fans, the IWC, YWC, the Smarks, whatever you want to call them, can never actually give a reason, can never actually defend what they like. They can only attack your opinion. They can never back up their arguments as to why what they like is good. They can never actually argue for what they like. They can only argue against what you like. If you need me to sit here and talk about why I used to like Roman Reigns, why I defend him though still, whatever, why I think Roman Reigns is still one of the better guys on the current garbage, pathetic excuse for our WWE roster right now, I can do that. If you need me to sit there and say why Reigns is good in comparison to the rest of this garbage roster, and why he's better than Daniel Bryan, I can both, attack your opinion. Sure, it's such a mean word. I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's such, I can, argue against your side while defending mine. I can give reasons as to why I think you're wrong and why I think I'm right. These fans, though, if it was the other way around, an argument between who's better, like Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns, they can only bring down Reigns. If it was reversed, they can only bring down Reigns. They can only bring down your side. They can never back up the argument supporting their side. I've seen it. It's all over the internet. It's all over wrestling videos. It's all over comment sections to videos for channels like PS Power, OTRS Central, the Smart Busters, We Are Pro Wrestling, In the Rope Show, Chase Oliver 68, Deluxe Man. It's all over comment sections of channels like those. okay? They cannot actually defend their side. Maybe they'll give one quick reason, but they'll never go into any detail. If you try to ask them why they think AJ Styles, someone like AJ Styles, is anything more than a boring, pathetic excuse of a pro wrestler who has the personality of fucking paint drying, they'll just say something like, here's an authentic character who's good in a ring. Then we come back with something like, yeah, but wrestling's not just about in-ring work and work rate and quality. He has no charisma, character, can't talk in the mic. He's boring. He cuts the same promo every time. His matches are predictable. It's the same thing every time. We can give reason. Okay, unlike someone, say like a Roman Reigns, who while lacks in the charisma and mic skills department, at least feels like a professional wrestler, puts on matches like a professional wrestler, does better looking moves, doesn't have matches that look like overly choreographed dances, again, look more like professional wrestling matches. Then if it goes back to the other guy, he just brings down Reigns and never says anything to bring up his side again. A lot of times these fans will also try to change the subject or just talk about something else when it has nothing to do with the argument. These fans can't. They're incapable of defending what they like. They're incapable of defending their indie darlings, their fucking New Japan ROH shit. Okay? I once got into this argument with a guy who was trying to defend Strong Style. And, because I said, it was in a thread, neither of us started it, but we got into an argument in the thread. I was saying Strong Style sucks. It's for characterless, charismaless, boring excuses for pro wrestlers who can't actually tell a story in the ring. Can't get the audience invested in their predetermined, scripted, not real, thereby fake fight. So what they have to do is actually hit their opponent to try to make it look real and gain any sort of interest for the fight. This fucking cocksucker couldn't give a reason as to why he really, for the majority of the argument, just couldn't say why Strong Style was good. He would just say that that's what they do in Japan. And then he would send me links to articles about the history of Strong Style. And I'm sitting there thinking this isn't helping your argument. I can tell you why I hate Strong Style as a style of professional wrestling. Why I like the type of wrestling that you would have seen in the Attitude Era of the WWF, back in WCW during the Monday Night Wars, even the hardcore style of ECW. I can give you reasons as to why I like that, why I think it's better than something like Strong Style, and I can tell you why I think Strong Style is not that good. This guy couldn't. He eventually was like, well, it makes the fights look real. Alright, I took what I can get and said, alright, fine, you gave me a reason, I'm done, I'm out of here. But again, you just keep sending me, links to articles telling me about the history of Strong Style. Great, that has no bearing on anything. Tell me why you think Strong Style is good. Completely different example from a completely different form of media. If you need me to tell you why John Carpenter is basically, to me, the greatest filmmaker ever, is one of the all-time great filmmakers, I could sit there and say, watch some of his movies. I could sit there and, oh, they're covered by this, but I could sit there and say, watch some of his movies and you'll know. But I can also give you reasons. I can tell you about how he's able to make a simple story feel so much grander, able to inject a story with massive amounts of suspense, whether it's a horror movie or an action movie or something. He's able to cover, again, I think he's a master at suspense, and he's able to also cover various different forms of movies, action movies, sci-fi movies, horror movies. He's able, again, to make a simple or an insanely sounding story into something amazing, like Escape from New York. Insane sounding concept for a movie, turned out to be one of the best movies I've ever seen. I I can give you reasons. I don't need to sit there and give you like articles and shit about the history of John Carpenter. It's the same thing here with this guy who couldn't defend why he liked strong style. And again, I'm pretty sure it was this guy. Had to change the subject at one point. Maybe because I mentioned the video I had on this channel, he had to change the subject and say, like, you look like you're 14. I'm aware, I look very young, okay? I'm 21 at the moment. Gonna be like, gonna be 22 in like a month, in like 2 months. I admit it, I'm very young, and I look even younger. But it's like, okay, what the fuck does my age have to do with anything? What the fuck does my age have to do with whether or not strong style is a good style of professional wrestling? And that's the type of fans I'm dealing with here. And fans like me are dealing with here. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. They can't defend what they like. They can only attack what you like. Bring down what you like. Tell me why Sami Zayn is good. Well, Roman Reigns sucks. Great! You didn't tell me why Sami Zayn is any fucking good! Tell me why Finn Balor is good. Well, Ryback sucks. Argue for your own side before you attack mine! It's so goddamn infuriating. They can never explain. Here's a perfect example, and I'm going to mention them again. The Smart Busters have made now, I think, like 4 videos. 4 or 3. I don't remember off the top of my head right now. No, it's 3. Whatever, who cares? The point is they've made multiple videos explaining, and sure some of them are jokes, but saying why they hate AJ Styles. Why they think AJ Styles sucks. The comment section of all 3 videos is proof that no one can actually argue for AJ Styles. They can only attack the Smart Busters' opinions. The most people will say is that he's the best wrestler in the world. How? Explain! Argue for your own fucking side! 2 examples. One of them being the Smart Busters again. The other one is OTR Essential, another channel I love. Okay? I'm just gonna call him the Schleg Daddy though, because that channel is just the Schleg Daddy. But okay, both channels like certain wrestlers that I hate. But here's the thing: even though I disagree with them, they can give reasons as to why they like those wrestlers. The Smart Busters, they have not said it in a while, but if you look back to maybe the first year and a half of their videos, they would talk very positively about Jack Swagger. Now, Jack Swagger fucking sucks, okay? He honestly has the personality and charisma of a lot of the indie guys that I've been yelling about. He sucks in the ring. He has no character, can't talk, has no charisma. He's absolutely positively the definition of boring and sucks. That's what I think. The Smart Busters think otherwise. They like him because they think he can do actual wrestling moves, power moves. They think he's a little better in the ring. They think by comparison he has at least more charisma and somewhat of a character in comparison to these people like an AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, or whatever. I completely disagree with the Smart Busters on Jack Swagger. However, I can respect their opinion because they've actually been able to give reasons as to why they like Jack Swagger, where a lot of these fans can't give any real reasons as to why Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler, or AJ Styles is any good. On the other side, the Schleg Daddy of OTR Central, he actually likes The Miz, and I'll never fucking understand why. But okay, now again, I hate The Miz, and I think he's debatably one of the, you put him in like the top 5 worst professional wrestlers of all time, okay? He sucks, he comes off as just a goofy frat boy, he doesn't look tough, he sucks in the ring, both in terms of his work rate, but also in terms of in-ring storytelling. He doesn't have heel heat, he has go-away heat, X-Pac heat, whatever you want to call it. he sucks on the mic. He sucks as a character. He has no fucking charisma. That being said, the Schleg Daddy votes here are essential. I may disagree with, but once again, like the Smart Busters with Jack Swagger, he can actually give a reason as to why he thinks The Miz is at least somewhat good. He can sit there and say, you know, The Miz gets the proper reaction. The WWE tends to put more effort into a storyline with him than at least in the majority of the roster. Therefore, if he has a belt, it's elevated just a little bit in comparison to the rest of the garbage roster. Great. I completely disagree with all that, but again, at least Schleg Daddy was able to give a reason to defend his side. He was able to give a reasons to defend the person he likes. These fans I've been talking about now for 4 fucking videos cannot give any legitimate reasons, most of the time not any reasons at all, as to why Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Bayley, whatever, cannot give any fucking reasons as to why any of these fucking loser, pathetic excuses for pro wrestlers are good. They just sit there, like, again, for AJ Styles, they just sit there and say, oh, he's the best wrestler in the world. Well, how about you fucking tell me why he's the best wrestler in the world? I'll tell you why he sucks. Again, barely any charisma, okay? Has no fucking character. His matches most of the time are the same and they come off as choreographed dancing moves rather than a professional wrestling match. He can't talk for shit. In fact, I think he has worse mic skills than Roman fucking Reigns. Again, no charisma, no character. He's a boring, all he does is he cuts the same promos about how he's been all over the world. He's wrestled all over the world. Good for you! How about you cut a real fucking promo like Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock would? These fans never can defend their side, can never defend what they like. And before I go, another thing I need to give an example of. I briefly mentioned it in probably part 1. No, yeah, part 1. Is another thing, again, that just shows that these fans cannot actually argue a point. Is when fans like me call the other fans smarks, and then they come in and be like, I have to act all high and mighty and be like, you're a smark too, you know that? Oh, we shit on the IWC or YWC. You're part of the IWC or YWC too. Okay, let's say we sit there and we say like, oh fuck man, I can't believe all the stupid smarks hijacking the show, demanding CM Punk, and cheering for some illusion like Sami Zayn. They'll come in and be like, you're a smark too, this and that, whatever. It's like, great. You actually want to defend like Sami Zayn or your side? If you have to point out that fans like me are part of the IWC/YWC, and that fans like me are smarks too, then that just shows you have no actual argument. What does it matter if we say smarks or whatever? You get who we're talking about. And we use those terms because A, people will automatically know who we're talking about, but also because B, there is no other proper term to say for these type of fans. Again, you call them the IWC or YWC, they mention that you're part of the IWC/YWC. You call them smarks, they say you're a smark too. You could call them hardcore fans, but again, fans like me are hardcore fans too. So again, once again showing that they cannot actually argue for their side, they cannot stay on topic. When they have to mention, it's like you're a smart, you know what, you're a smart too. Stop trying to act all high and mighty. Who gives a shit? You know who I'm talking about. Saying that I'm aware that technically I'm a smart too. You're not helping your opinion. You're not helping your side though. So you're only showing that you have no argument by saying I'm a smart too, and I'm also part of the YWC. Actually argue for your side. Defend what you like. And maybe if you can't defend what you like, maybe you're fucking wrong. God, don't just sit sit there and repeatedly type LOL throughout your fucking comment. That's another thing these fucking cocksuckers will do too. Oh, it's always LOL either at the beginning, middle, end, maybe multiple LOLs in their fucking comments. God! They can never fucking defend their side. I'm going on like a broken record now, but you get the point. It's sickening that these fans really wish harm or even death on wrestlers just because they don't like their on-screen persona. Again, I hate The Miz with a passion. I don't hope the guy gets killed. I just hope he gets fired. And again, and they can never actually argue for their side. They can never actually give any reasons as to why they like what they like is good. They can only attack your opinion and try to say why what you don't like is good. Whereas fans like me can do both. We can say why what we like is good and why we think we're right and why the other side is wrong and why we think the other side is wrong. So that's that. That's all I got this time. I have no idea if I'll ever do a part 5 to this. If I come up with a reason or something, you're damn right I will be back here at the part 5. Don't expect it, but just don't be shocked if a part 5 happens. I got a lot of videos I want to get to instead. I don't want to just stick with, you know, what the YWC, IWC sucks. So, thank you for listening to my anger or whatever. Still, fuck the IWC, YWC. Fuck all these fans. Fuck modern day wrestling. Fuck the modern day WWE. Fuck TNA just for the hell of it because it fucking deserves it. Fuck what culture? They suck. Let's see here. Yeah, fuck everyone. Fuck anyone who defends this shit and who defends modern day wrestling in WWE. And oh, you get the fucking point. I'm out of here. I'm hungry.